We bought a crashed, damaged 2024 Volkswagen Crafter because we thought we was going to save some money building it.
It don't look like we're going forwards at the minute because it's getting worse than when we bought it.
Brad and Phil had this idea of converting this Crafter into all singing, all dancing camper van.
We now need to make it look the part. It doesn't look the part.
Keep coming, Phil, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
We have come down to Fuze Visuals, 1, because it's highly recommended to us, but 2, they want to take on the challenge of getting this done in 5 days. You would just normally stick, but from a filming point of view, we need to stop and let them catch as much of it on film, and like we did with putting the towels together. If you're going to do a bit that's like putting 2 magnets on, and then you're going to peel, and then you're going to swipe, like it's yeah, it's getting ready. It's don't do that until they've got the camera out. Do you know what I mean?
You'll get used to it.
This whole project started with me chatting to Brad and Phil on Instagram probably about a year ago. Brad and Phil had this idea of converting this crash damaged VW Crafter into this really bougie, all singing, all dancing camper van. And like most clients do when they come to a Fuze, they've gone on AI, gone on chat, put in some requirements about what they want, and it's popped up this amazing, slightly unrealistic mock-up of what the camo design could be.
Brad and Phil came to us with a real clear idea of what they were after for the van, which always helps because we get a lot of design briefs that aren't that great. It's just a case of getting the initial draft done and iterating until the guys were happy, where we could sign off and then get materials in and start prepping.
So the next step then is to get the van cleaned and ready for the wrap. It is my favourite part of car washing, and that's no foam. Day 1 was really about setting up. Day 2 started with the clean, dry, and then it was time to strip the panels. Keep coming, Phil, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
Once we had the van in the unit, it was time to start stripping it down.
These clips are f***ing horrific, by the way. Do you want to try taking the dash rip?
Taking the van apart is a delicate process. We've got to strip down all the panels that aren't being wrapped, as well as anything that could get in the way across the whole camper.
Just take your time and make sure you get all the bolts out, otherwise you could potentially snap something. Yeah, they don't go in all the way.
Oh, there's a clip. No idea what it is, sir. They'll wrap the whole van and I'll still be here. And then we'll drive it back and this handle will still be attached forever.
As with most jobs like this, the first step is stripping a few bits off the van. Usually, that part's pretty simple.
I don't know what I'm doing here. Like normal. I never know what I'm doing.
Usually it's just 2 bolts, isn't it?
Well, it's got to be, because you have to be able to change the bulb. But
Sometimes the casing's gone off, don't they?
it's not attached to the headlight.
As Brad and Phil struggled to figure out the headlight situation, day 2 was evaporating, and we weren't anywhere close to starting the wrap yet.
It looks like we're going backwards.
It don't look like we're going forwards at the minute because it's getting worse than when we bought it.
Any more bits left, we might as well just bought a bit of metal. Well, I think we need to paint it. I think but if we can get can we get that in a colour code?
They are, yeah. So
Yeah, I'll have a look for you. Yeah, in a second, I'll get a colour code for you.
The first thing that I get as a designer is the cut files for the van. We then look through the files like I'm doing here now, and I seem to have got about 4 cut files, and yeah, basically we're just overlapping all different colours.
What do you think? What, another colour in that colour?
I like that.
There's a lot of layers, there's a lot of effort, there's a lot of time involved to get this right, to pull off the effects. So yeah, once it's done, it will look magnificent.
We absolutely pushed it to the limit on day 2 and managed to get the first section of the base coat on the front bonnet. No, it looks sick, doesn't it? It looks really good. So we can go.
Dark a bit lighter. That makes sense.
That's the one we've got. Satin metallic. It's hard on this lining. It's getting darker. When we were choosing the colours, it was really, really important that we went with something that was in keeping with their original vision for what the design would be. That was an aggressive camper van. So we had loads and loads of different grey colours that come to us.
You want it camo, but just like blending into.
Yeah, and then you've got the dark. We tried to match with a really, really strong quality vinyl material as the base layer, and then choose some really nice accent colours in that grey that will really give the depth to it, whilst including some of the dark gold, which will be mimicked on the wheels as well.
Yeah, that's not bad. I think that looks alright, not too much. I think the other one's too light.
It was tough to get the balance right when choosing the right material and the right colours. But with enough back and forth with the team and Brad and Phil, we had the choices locked in by the end of the day.
So we've been picking colours, we're trying to make it a little bit bright, but not too much. So hopefully we've made the right choice. But we might not have,
The team that are working on the van, they don't just have 5 days of peace and quiet and they can just quickly get through the van as quick as possible. They've got to be thinking about the way they're going to do the project and always thinking about the cameras that are filming them.
Definitely just added more time constraint because we need to make sure that the content's right for what's going out, which also impacts then us delivering the final product. So just adds time, but there's bigger end game here, so it's all good.
Spot on, Andy. It really is about the bigger picture. Now, let's get back to finishing this camper wrap.
So far, we've got the bonnet, one wing, and a bit of the roof. We're mainly concentrating on the roof. So the plan is we're actually going to move the van, and that's for your sake, so we can film the roof getting wrapped. And is that the worst bit?
Yeah.
The roof's the worst bit. I'd know because I do this all the time.
With a design like this, you can't just go straight in sticking the graphics on. We build it up in layers. The grey base gives us a clean start point, so everything else lines up properly.
You've been watching the van get wrapped in the base, which is this one here. So this is our base colour. But on this table here, don't worry about that. On this table here is part of the design. We've got four colours?
Yep, four.
Four colours. So yeah, they're getting cut out on that plotter.
Yeah.
We're putting them on here, and then we weed then, because nobody wants weeds. And then we're going to cut them out
Individually, yeah.
individually, and then you're writing them on the back, didn't you?
Yep.
As Phil and Luke were getting everything sorted for the next phase of the wrap, Polly and Lewis were hard at work getting the base layer on. So much so that Polly ended up staying late on day 3 to keep on track, which took us all the way into day 4 before the base layer was finished. Day 4 is here, and we've almost got the full base done on the van now, and then we can finally start getting some camo and the pattern really on the rest of this crafter. And arguably the pattern is going to be the hardest and most complicated bit. So the time is definitely up against us, but I'm confident the team can do it. With a few final touches still to be made on the base layer, it was pedal to the metal to stay on track. I'm a little bit worried. Me too.
They are going full steam ahead.
It's big, it's flat. We don't normally wrap the top of a commercial vehicle. Are the team going to get the camo on in time? I ain't worried. Let's go. I'm a bit. With the base layer in place, it was time to start building the design across the van. That's where a steady hand and a bit of patience can go a long way.
It doesn't have to be exactly like type, but just, we don't want no mistakes. We got the colours all confirmed, double checked everything, and yep, everything was spot on. You've got to go pretty tight to the graphic itself, so you know, if you do slip, you can go into it, and then that is then you have to recut it. But as long as you take your time, it should be fine. Right, I'll weed this bit and then just keep an eye on the text, because if we, and keep an eye on the corners. Weeding it out.
Getting out the bits you don't want, like when you weed your garden, isn't it? Is that not what you want weeds?
No, basically you cut around what you need to weed out, and then the bit that is cut out is what you need.
What waste?
Yeah, there is a bit of waste.
At the end of day 4, we had started laying and fitting the second layer of the wrap, and it finally started to look like it was taking shape. But we were still up against the clock with a ton of work still to do on day 5.
Day 5, and they are absolutely smashing it. I can't believe how much transformation on this vehicle in such little time. Now, I didn't realise how much work goes into it until you spend time experiencing it. I was a little bit worried at first. When they first got it out, I thought it just looks a bit boring. But once it goes on, the colour and the shut lines, it just looks rugged.
When we were thinking about the ways to design and ultimately wrap the van, we had the two options. Do we do a print vinyl, or do we go for a base layer in the grey and then add all the cut vinyl in the camo afterwards? And we decided, albeit it's going to take more time and we only had 5 days to achieve this, it would have been cheaper and quicker to do the printed effect, but the end result wouldn't have been right. So we went for a base layer grey, and then we're going to overlay all of these different cut vinyl strips in a pattern that's already been pre-designed and pre-configured to go on. We ended up running down the clock all the way to the wire on day 5, but some things just can't be rushed. With the addition of filming and taking on a project of this scale, we'd rather make sure we get it right than fake it just for the hype. So day 6 was some final touches on the last side of the van. Then we had to pop it all back together. But wait until you see the final result.
Let's keep it moving, don't stop, if it's not improving. We drop, step in the groove and get lost, let's keep it moving. Can't pause this pulse we've got.
And it is a wrap, literally, it's a wrap. And that is it finished. And what a transformation. It looks amazing. So there's nothing left but for you to go and check it out.
We're extremely happy with how this project turned out and can't wait to see how this camper progresses in the rest of the series. If you want to follow along, head over to Home Improvement Channel UK. And if you want to see more of the wrap projects we take on here at Fuze, then subscribe to the channel.